Good morning. My name's Debbie Dykes. I'm with Network in Action Conroe and Magnolia, and I have with me today Robert Osborne with The Growth Coach. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, Debbie. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I appreciate you taking the time today to kind of walk through a few questions with me regarding our current situation, circumstances. Really like to get an understanding and get a good feel about how your company's responding to this current environment we're in. So any thoughts on that you'd like to share?
Yeah, absolutely. But before I talk about my situation, I would just like to thank Network in Action and Scott Talley for everything y'all have done during this crisis. Your daily doses have been really informative. You've had some really good speakers, and I wanted to thank you personally for doing a good job of trying to keep people engaged and active during this crisis. So thank you for that.
Thank you. And we're glad to have you. So
good. Just a reminder, my name is Robert. I'm part of the Growth Coach. We are a global franchise. This is all new, uncharted waters for us. Some of the things they've done from a corporate level is there were a lot of guys who weren't familiar with Zoom, so they've done a lot of Zoom training, a lot of virtual training for us, giving us some tools to help. They've given us an account. They've helped us with the backdrops. We've had a webinar every Wednesday to kind of talk about best practices, kind of what's on everybody's mind, which is different than in the past. In the past, we never met with that kind of frequency.
right.
And then we have something called a Coach's Corner that's done from the coach level without corporate involved. Again, kind of just talking amongst ourselves, what's going good, what's going bad, how are you handling this, how are you handling that, kind of a pep talk among ourselves. From a local level, I have tried to stay positive, tried to separate the political part from the science part and just stay positive, let people make up their own minds how it affects them. I sent out quite a few things electronically through email to hopefully, give some people some things to think about. I've done an interview for a radio station, a couple Facebook videos. I've been more engaged in social media than I was a month ago. I've tried to stay engaged to my potential audience, my prospects, and my clients. Hopefully, I've had some impact and stayed, in their minds. But everybody's dealing with this, in their own way, and everybody has their own priorities right now. I've tried to be the same as I've always been, just there, a gentle reminder that I can help if you need the help. So, like I said, it's new to us, and hopefully I've had some impact on somebody or helped somebody along the way.
Perfect. Great. Thank you. I know you bring a lot of value to our group, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
So as an expert in your field, do you have any tips for our audience on how to deal with this currently?
Well, the biggest tip I can give you is the foundation of our series, or our program, if you will, is based on facing reality. And a lot of people don't face reality under good circumstances, but it's really important now that you understand your reality from a personal and a professional level. The biggest thing I can tell you now is the way we did business a month ago is not the way we're going to do business tomorrow or a month from now. The goals and the things that you put in place in January, if you did such a thing, are different. So my advice would be, you've had a lot of time to reflect and think about yourself, your life, your business, your career. It's time to reevaluate. Bring in somebody who can help you map out a plan, because the plan's different. If you're going to go back to doing business as usual, I don't think it's going to have the impact that you think it will. We don't know the rules and regulations that we're going to be subjected to. If it's going to be social distancing, if it's going to be, full armor, full PPE. We just really don't know what the rules are going to be. So, the time is now to start thinking about your business, start putting plans in place, and think about how you're going to, because when the light turns green, everybody is going to take off. You may have less people than you did. The people are not going to be 100% focused. They're still going to be looking over the shoulder thinking, am I going to get sick? Did you send me back too soon? So there's a lot of things that need to happen, you know, focus, clarity, goal setting, just the way you think needs to be reevaluated.
Well, I know a lot of businesses are struggling. A lot of people are leery, but I think business coaching is the one that we should all be looking at right now, because when we come out of this, we need to have a fresh perspective, a new look at things. And what better way to get that is with a professional business coach who can guide us on the behaviors and the attitudes and the steps we need to take to come out of this hitting the ground running. So.
No, absolutely. I mean, I told, you know, I have a mentor in corporate that I talk to weekly, and I told him a month ago, I said, for the coaching business, people need coaching now more than ever. You know, it comes
Absolutely.
down to, can they, you know, afford it with the financial situation, because everybody's, you know, a little hurt financially in some cases, but coaching now, you'll need it now more than ever in some capacity.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. So with the way our world is right now, have you, as a corporate or as a business, identified any opportunities that will really change the way you do business after this is over?
Well, one thing I feel very strongly about is I will be very flexible in terms of the product and services that are the charging for the product and services. I understand that people will need coaching. They'll need to get their minds together, their head on straight, if you will. And, you know, finances are going to be important because some people haven't had revenue. So I want to focus on helping them at a reasonable price, a discounted price, whatever it takes to get them up and running and comfortable in their business. So I'm not focused on revenue as much as I am on helping. So I'll put it out there now. I mean, my prices are going to be very flexible. I will work with you in any capacity I can to help you. We've also put together a lot of condensed versions of some of our programs in an effort to help with pricing, saying you may not want the 6-month program, you may just need 1-month program. So we've put together a lot of condensed versions of our products to get them exposed to some help at a potentially reduced rate. And I'm going to focus on a lot of the nonprofits because they're really taking a beating right now.
Right.
So I'm going to offer, you know, my services for free for 90 days for any nonprofit who needs any kind of services. You know, again, the best thing I can do in times like this is give someone my time. So that's sort of my focus.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm sure anybody who's struggling right now will appreciate that as well. I'd really like for you to provide your contact information as well, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. My telephone number is 832-212-9774. Email Osborne, OSBORNE @thegrowthcoach.com. And I have a website, www.growthcoachspringtx.com.
Perfect. Thank you. Any other words of advice or that you'd like to provide for us?
Sure. I mean, again, Debbie, thanks for this interview. I mean, it's nice to have a conversation and get your name out there. My advice is, again, people, we're going to get back to work probably sooner than we think. Think about your business. You know, what do you want to do? What kind of impact do you want to make? And do you have plans for it? I can help you. Just be a sounding board. I would love to engage and do anything I can to help you get up and running quickly. So again, everybody be safe and stay calm. We'll get through this.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time. And I look forward to actually getting to see you face to face again.
Same here. I'm anxious to get engaged with the people again.
Yeah, it'll be a good time when we do.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Debbie. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.